I am musically confused. Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I like to post about books and music, mostly Taylor Swift. Today I am doing the next update in my listening to Avril Lavigne's entire discography series, which is reacting to Goodbye Lullaby. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this album for reasons involving her record label, I believe. Like, she had a very distinct vision for more serious songwriting, I guess, and more ballads being featured, but I guess her label was pushing for another girlfriend type of single to reach that level of success, and because of that, I guess this album kind of got sabotaged and might be a little bit all over the place. But I gotta say, just based on the singles, which I have already heard before, I do really enjoy those. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion among the like diehard fans, if this was something she was pushed into, but I gotta say, I love Smile, What the Hell. I also love Wish You Were Here. I feel like that was a single. I could be wrong though. I haven't really heard much else on this album, so I'm very excited to see what it really is all about today. Quick disclaimer, I will be using headphones to listen to this so that my video does not get striked and it's able to go up. The first track is called Black Star, which is what her fandom is named after, I believe, which is really funny. I have no idea what the song even is, but it's got to be pretty good if the entire fandom name is taken from it. Also, there's something about this album, like her being in a wedding dress on piano. I think it symbolizes her, was it her first divorce? I'm not completely versed in that, but I mean, just based on the cover art, I feel like there was a very strong intention for this album. And when I think about the songs that I like from this album, like What the Hell and Smile, I am kind of left thinking, what the hell? How is this relevant to this wedding dress piano vibe? Okay, that first piano note sounds like Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Anyone else? Wow, this is really ethereal. It's so shimmery. This feels like the beginning of some kind of like Barbie movie. Okay, knowing that What the Hell is after this, yeah, that's really making me feel what the hell, like that's gonna be whiplash. I guess this was originally a song for her perfume, which based on the description of that perfume, hibiscus, black plum, and dark chocolate. Is this still being produced? I want to smell this so bad. If it smells anything how it sounds. I mean, this is kind of like a lullaby vibe. It's very short. Wait, did the fandom name come first or did this song come first? Because I feel like that will give me more context on this. You will always be a black star, a rock star. It's like uplifting. I don't know. I need more context. But it's definitely really different from anything I've heard previously. I'm listening to her albums in reverse order. I used to love this song so much when I was in middle school. I love that acoustic guitar in the back that's just driving the whole thing, and it's just this fun like pop beat. I mean, I understand the problem. I don't know what age she was at this point, but if she's trying to branch out from this rebellious teenage vibe, this is not the way to do it. The first line being, you say that I'm messing with your head all because I was making out with your friend. I mean, it's very like rebellious high school Avril, and what is this, well into her 20s? I mean, yeah, now that I really listen to it like as an older person, now that I'm older, her saying all my life I've been good, but now what the hell? No, she wasn't. Her entire image as a teenager was just completely rebellious, like bad girl vibes. It just feels inauthentic. It slaps though, I can't lie. It's like classic early 2010s pop, and it's really catchy in the melody. Got that bridge. Really good vocals in the last chorus. Maybe this just should have been a song that goes to someone else. Like, I don't know, I'd really like to see Olivia Rodrigo cover this these days because it's a really good song, it slaps, but it just does, I don't think it's serving the purpose she wants it to serve. Okay, we've got this really electronic-y beat. Open acoustic guitar chords. This is so 2000s. I love this acoustic guitar and the chorus. Oh my god. So if you fuck this up, then go take a hike. I love the chorus being in her higher register. She makes me think of Alanis Morissette. Is that her name? It's really nostalgic sounding. Oh, I love that chord that switches it to the bridge. Wait, who is that? I swear to god, someone's singing with her. Really nice ad-libs in the last chorus. It's all just in one headphone. This also has that shimmery vibe of Black Star though, so there is some consistency there. I mean, What the Hell is a little what the hell, but this is just such a fun, catchy 2000s song. I don't think I've ever heard this before, but I feel like I have. Okay, lyrically, I really like the opening line, been seeing too much of you lately and you're starting to get on my nerves. It makes me think of like when you have like one of your first relationships when you're like a teenager, and the first time experiencing like, I guess, catching the ick, you realize maybe you do not like this person, and it was just kind of like the excitement in the beginning that kept you interested, and now like you're spending too much time with them, it's just too much. This is an interesting switch from Push to Wish You Were Here, because one of them is like, I think you need to get away from me, and Wish You Were Here is like, I wish you were here. From like desperately trying to get someone away from you to like desperately wanting them there. This is a song from my youth. Oh, that guitar. It's so sad. The acoustic guitar on this album is already making me so happy. It's just so clean and rhythmic, and they carry the whole song. It's just very singer-songwriter. Oh, her voice, it's so angelic. It's so like pure. There's a girl that gives a shit behind this wall. You just walk through it. That literally changed my world when I was like 13. The pre-chorus melody, that's it. That's the tweet. Saying damn 3 times as the opening line of the chorus. Of course you are going to have the youth behind you. It's so catchy. I forgot how catchy this is. I love that she repeats these words in 3s. It just adds to the catchiness. Even if this song is so slow, not slow, but like sad, it's just so catchy and radio friendly. Such a steady beat. The ad-libs in the second pre-chorus, where she kind of like echoes herself. Melodic genius. It makes me think of like Taylor Swift's Fearless stuff, like you're always there, you're everywhere, but right now I wish you were here. Feels very like Swift inspired. It rains in your bedroom, everything is wrong. It rains when you're here and it rains when you're gone. It feels like that. This bridge also, the way it transitions into a new chord structure and those angelic O's behind her, and it's like this, there's a lot of crazy piano going on underneath everything. It's like a piano solo for the whole bridge. Let go, let go, let go. Oh my god, my childhood. Okay, lyrically, the concept is very simple and nothing original. The only thing that really stands out to me lyrically is there's a girl that gives a shit behind this wall and you just walk through it. I don't know, I see like pieces of other writers in that, but it's also very Avril to like just put those words together in specific, I guess. It's something about the rhythm and the melody and her rhyme schemes, I think. And also the having everything in 3s in the chorus, and to just start off a chorus with damn, 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 just driving your point home. It's so easy to sing along to. It's beautifully structured. This is pretty interesting to see a song that's this like desperate from her, because I feel like this might have been, was this one of the first times she really was this vulnerable in a song? I feel like it was, but I'm going backwards in her discography, so there's really no telling. Okay, this is the first one that's having like electric guitar, and it's so prominent right when the song starts. You know that I'm a crazy bitch. That's the opening line. It feels very signature Avril, but I know she was going for a different vibe. So, but I love that from her. It's a conflicting emotion. Wow, there's a lot of profanities just in the first verse. I feel like that's something her label pushed her to do to keep up with that previous image she had, but like that makes things less radio friendly. Well, I guess she recorded a clean version, but like, I don't know, that's something that is polarizing to audiences, especially at this time. Like her demographic was like kids nearly, or like teenagers. Now I'm analyzing this in the context of her freaking record label. Okay, the catchiness of this is literally just like, I don't even know what to say. That's Why I Smile. It just hits the melody of Why and Right. It's such a like 2000s movie soundtrack. I hope this was in different movies. I feel like it was. It should be. Oh geez, last night I blacked out. What did you put in my drink? I hate that. The classic I woke up with a new tattoo. Yeah, a lot of 2010s elements in the lyrics for this one. I love the harmony on You're the One to Blame. This would be so fun to just play on acoustic guitar. It's so like string driven. That rhythm, it would just be like open strums. The freaking breakdown of her repeating, you know that I'm a crazy bitch. And then she just belts back into the last chorus. The structure, it's the structure of the song. And the melodies. You guys tell me though, do you like this song? To me, this is like one of my favorite songs of hers. Yeah, it is strange for her to sing like, what was the line in that other song that was like, I'm sick of being a good girl type of vibe? And in this one she sings, you know that I'm a crazy bitch, I do what I want when I feel like it. Like that's her reputation, not like a good girl. I mean, she wrote this with Shellback and Martin, which like I love their work with Taylor on 1989, so I'm not surprised. Like that catchiness, it doesn't surprise me that those were her co-writers for this song. Okay, so we've got some like drumsticks in the beginning. More open acoustic guitar strums. Why does this feel like musical theater? Tambourine, what is this? Oh my god, now she's got these like shakers. This feels like a musical. I can't wait to see her face just to show you how much I'm in it. Very Avril. Okay, those plucked like violins. It's so musical theater. This chorus feels underwhelming compared to the other ones. I bet Martin and Shellback weren't her co-writers for this one, were they? Oh, this is entirely self-written. Now I'm like extra interested. Stop acting like you don't care. That's so 2000s. This is freaking musical theater. The bridge is like building with all this percussion. I see like a dance number, so many backup dancers. Yeah, there's 100% like a choir of people behind her on like a Broadway production during the last chorus. She's got dancers everywhere. There's fucking people coming down flying with umbrellas, lots of colorful clothing, costumes. I can just see it now. I am musically confused. What is this outro? God, all that just like high school musical percussion. Huh. Okay, so that's the first time this producer has appeared on this album. I'm very interested to see what else he has on here and what that sounds like, because what was that? I like that one line in the chorus, I can't wait to see your face just to show you how much I'm in it. Other than that, nothing stands out to me lyrically. I wish it was a little catchier. I don't know, something about Martin and Shellback. They can just turn your stuff into the most catchy, you know, like 1989 would not have been 1989 without those two. Billie has a song called I Love You, and I know she loves Avril's music. I wonder if this will remind me of Billie's song. Are we gonna finally see some like emotions that the album artwork is hinting at that we haven't really seen so far, other than with I Wish You Were Here? Is that a ukulele? More 2000s beats. Oh, that's cute. I like your smile, I like your vibe, I like your style, but that's not why I love you. I love her like pure, higher voice in this, especially in the pre-chorus. I like when she takes her time to sing words because it just comes out so like resonant. She does a harmony that's even higher than the melody. It's so angelic. This is like angel pop princess. I thought this would be sadder. I was expecting like piano ballad, but it's definitely acoustic driven stuff again. Or maybe ukulele. Open strings, either way. I like the way you misbehave when we get wasted. Yeah, there's still a lot of party references on this album. It feels very in line with her image. The pre-chorus is so catchy, but I hate those lyrics. Well, okay. Why is that bridge so full of energy suddenly? Where was this for the rest of the song? Oh, is this really in reference to that divorce now? Even though we didn't make it through, I'm always here for you. Are they like still friends? Every single one of these beats in these songs is very driving. It's fun. It's still missing kind of just that energy of a lot of the previous choruses. Like, it's impossible to top damn, damn, damn what I do to have you near, and that's why I smile. I mean, not bad. Am I gonna get some sad shit now? I love the consistency of this acoustic guitar. I cannot make that clear enough. These are such good songs to just cover with your acoustic guitar. There's two acoustic guitars in this one. I can tell because they're in separate headphones. There's like a lead part over here and a rhythm part over here. That's so catchy. I'm losing something deep inside of me. There's also some electric guitar now at the end of the chorus. Okay, lyrically, this just feels like Avalanche Part 1, like very generic. Oh, everybody hurts. It's okay to not be okay. I just like want something deep. I like the melody. I'm really trying hard not to pay any attention to the lyrics because I already know now that I'm not gonna like them. And the vocals are nice. It's very like light, a really soft delivery. Okay, why is this bridge slapping again now? Where was this energy elsewhere? The harmonies are really nice. I mean, vocally, I don't think I ever have any critiques for Avril. She knows when to apply different techniques. God, if I have to listen to one more song that's like, things hurt, it's okay not to be okay, everybody hurts, everybody screams, whatever, generic lyrics, I'm going to scream. Everybody feels this way. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. This sounds like a million other songs. I like that reverb on her voice towards the end. This guitar really makes it sound like something I would want to cover, to end it with it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I just have way too high lyrical standards. Ooh, I love that acoustic guitar. This one is so bassy. Oh my god, this would be so fun to play. I'm sorry if this hurts you. I tried to keep these lyrics. You didn't listen, you didn't hear me. This production slaps. It's like 2000s rock. This energy is really nice. Ooh, there's piano too. Okay, the verses are just like killing me because that's when it takes more of a melodic break and it's like, okay, let's hear what she has to say. And it's like all the memories that we're losing, all the time that I spent with you every day. I think it's running down the drain. That's it. Like, we're having a breakdown for this. In the chorus, you can't really tell if the lyrics are good or not because it's like, okay, this is like really fun to listen to and there's all these cool drum things going on, but the verse comes in and I want more thought put into what she's saying. I'm feeling that we're fading. Alliteration. Why is this song like almost 5 minutes long? I really like the chorus melody. Wow, strength section in the bridge. God, are you kidding me? Show me, how are you gonna turn it around? It makes me think of Beautiful Day by U2. Like in the production, that's what I'm hearing. I gotta say, this could have been so good. Like, especially when you consider she was going through a divorce and she's got this really cool concept of like, it's not enough to get me everything I want, but I wish it was. I think it's time to give this up. That feels like a concept she could have elaborated on, but it ends up sounding like every other song with that same idea. Like an I need more kind of concept. I think she literally says the line, I need more, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I like the U2 references in the music though. Even these titles, just from I love you to not enough, I love you, everybody hurts, and not enough. This is giving like when you were in elementary school and your friend would tell you they have an idea for an album and like these were the titles. Like just the most, I don't want to say juvenile, I feel like I'm being too mean, like just very, very young, like surface level types of vibes. I love the title Black Star. Even Stop Standing There has some intrigue to it. And then it gets better towards the end, like Darlin and Alice, I guess. Goodbye. There's seriously a song called Goodbye. I love that open acoustic guitar. Whoa, okay, the percussion's really intense. Okay, I know I'm not gonna like these lyrics, so I'm just not gonna look at them. Just think vibes, Nicole. Very 2000s. I can't ignore these lyrics. I'm sorry. What is this? How old is she? If she actually was like 17, I'm gonna feel bad. Now this feels younger than 17. Hold me down. Why is it sunk so angelic? Like, I'm just gonna think about how much I love that guitar, just consistently driving and carrying this song. It's kind of beachy. I don't like that chorus. I'm sorry. Especially when she jumps into like, I'm for real, are you for real? It sounds so like abrasive when otherwise this song is like floating in the ocean. It's like a vibe. It ends really pretty though. I just wanted you to know. And it's like angelic and mysterious. It's just the opening of the chorus. It feels like the production doesn't fit her voice. The same thing is happening with the chorus lyrics just being, really? I can't help myself. It's the way I feel when you look me in the eyes like you did last night. I can't stand to hear you say goodbye. Wait, will it feel so right? Because it feels so right just to have you standing by my side. That's rough. I want this to finish strong because it started strong. It's been losing me the last few tracks. I want that power back into it. Ooh, this one, okay. I like how it's going from a vibe of like very ethereal and atmospheric to like, it kind of feels like she's singing this in a small room and it's like not a lot of reverb. It's just very focused. Wait a second. The first line being, darling, you're hiding in the closet once again. I'm kind of interested. Okay, so this is the second song she ever wrote. This might be one of the first times she was writing on albums, possibly. I mean, it is very young, like one of your first songs. I really like the idea that this was written about somebody who's like in the closet though. Hiding in the closet. Pretty please, I know it's a drag. That makes it lyrically a little more interesting because otherwise wipe your eyes, put up your head, wish you could be happy instead. I like the chords in the bridge. Her chords are good, her melodies are good. It's not your fault, I've been there alone and now so are you. Wait, is that a freaking snare drum? What is this? Okay, now it's taking a whole different turn musically. Violins everywhere, what is this? I like ending it with the same line it began with. The closet thing, that I know it's a drag. Me trying to pull apart a deeper meaning that might not even be there. I mean, it even says it was one of her first songs, so you know, I mean, lyrically it does sound like that. I think she's more of a vocalist and like, I don't know, when you think of Avril Lavigne, you definitely think vocals and like very consistent punk aesthetics. Like you don't think like songwriter, even though she did write like Breakaway for Kelly Clarkson. She has it in her. I've seen some really good lyrics from her. It just seems like a lot of the time she kind of just takes the first draft, goes with it, maybe just because she has other priorities maybe. I do kind of wish she would like further develop and hone her songwriting because I feel like she really does have it in her. It's possible. Ooh, piano. It never crossed my mind that there would be a time for us to say goodbye. What a big surprise. What is this? It makes me think of some of the Hannah Montana songs. There's acoustic guitar, like open strums in this one too. That is incredibly musically consistent. I don't believe that this is something she wrote after having a whole ass divorce because like the depth of songs that people write when they have been divorced is like, I don't believe it. This is like middle school breakup. I can't be the only one. Whoa, okay, percussion like crazy for the bridge again. What the heck? Yeah, it turns into like a whole rock thing in the bridge. I can see people with like lighters. That was then, now it's the end. I'm not going back, I can't pretend. What? It feels almost like the first half of the album was written at a much later stage in her life, and this is like all of her first songs she ever wrote when she was like 15. I don't see why she would save all of those like oldest songs of hers for her. What is this, the fourth album? I don't know what to think. Whoa, okay, really dramatic string section in the beginning. Oh, I remember this one. I love her head voice in the beginning. I have to go and leave you alone, but always know that I love you so. Is Avril Lavigne secretly like a fairy? This sounds like what a fairy would write if a fairy got divorced. Both vocally, which definitely is a compliment vocally, like she sounds angelic, but these lyrics are kind of strange. Like she has to go What, like Back to Her Fairy people? Goodbye Sunshine. Tinkerbell, is that you? So she wrote this and produced it on her own. I mean, it's definitely like acceptance. Like it feels like she's really processed this separation. So Lullaby, is that like, that's like a metaphor for this person that she was with. I'm convinced this is Tinkerbell getting divorced because the next track is Alice in Wonderland, who also was very small at one point. This is what happens when you ask a Swiftie to react to someone else. Like trying to find the most like deep underground meanings. Okay, yeah, and she has the most angelic higher pitched like goodbye in the back towards the end. She's a mythical creature. I'm convinced. You heard it here first. I mean, just look at the freaking cover art. She's surrounded by leaves. She even looks like a little pixie. Ooh, that cello at the end. Oh my god, it's so warm. Okay, that really hooked me. Oh, it's still going. It's so pretty. Is this from Alice in Wonderland? You're kidding. I was right. That's all I gotta say. Whoa, it's panning in each ear. It's all like scary. I'm afraid. It sounds like a horror movie. I'm underground. I fell down. Damn, her vocals. She's like, that is a belt in that chorus. I found myself in Wonderland. What are these instruments? Wow. There's like a choir somewhere behind. Damn, she is belting. I love when she does that little vocal break. Like, I don't know how else to describe this, like yodel type of vibe. I think it's Alanis Morissette that reminds me of. The outro is so jarring. It's like more electronic-y sounds and it fades out like that. Huh. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about the like standard edition of the album. I'm going to react to the bonus tracks tomorrow because it's getting really late. So we're gonna cut to me looking a lot more exhausted because I have a lot of things to do tomorrow. I guess this is just gonna be my new method of doing reacting videos. Is like the first day I'm all ready and prepared and the second day I'm just completely wrecked. But I'm ready to finish up listening to this album. It says Bob Dylan in parentheses, so I'm assuming the original Knockin' on Heaven's Door was actually written by Bob Dylan. All I'm thinking is like, is it a Steve Tyler version or something like that? I'm really curious to see what this sounds like. Also, she looks so incredibly young in these recordings, so I'm wondering if this album is some kind of like selection of vault tracks almost, because it literally includes the second song she ever wrote. Okay, so it has that acoustic guitar. I love that consistency on this album, even with the cover. Shaker in the background. This sounds really old. I feel like she's very young here. Her voice sounds really good. I feel like the production itself needs some dynamics, but this sounds like a home recording almost. Yeah, I think this is the only time I've ever had a critique of production on an Avril Lavigne album. I just feel like there needs to be like more dynamics, like a build or like some kind of change up of the... Okay, she just took all the shakers out. That's what I wanted. And she's using a head voice that's much lighter. It's really pretty. I've never heard an acoustic version of this before, but to be fair, I didn't even know the one I'm thinking of was also a cover. Okay, I love that there are acoustic versions of like arguably some of the best songs on this album. What the Hell, Push, and Wish You Were Here. I don't think I've listened to the acoustic version of What the Hell in a very long time. I love that driven acoustic guitar. I wonder if these are the original vocals or if she did a new take for this. It feels like it has a lot of reverb, but that might have just been because it was hidden in the first recording. Oh my god, that piano that's just like staccato. Well, you can really hear the harmonies in this one because the instrumental is so minimal. Now, I think this instrumental and production suits this album more, but I don't think the song is very good when it's acoustic. Like, this really needs that old pop punk type of Avril. Like, all this acoustic guitar and piano, it's like a little bit strange. It's kind of fun and it fits the album, but it just doesn't fit the song. I like the outro at the end, like it's just that piano and it's her doing that little la 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 thing. I think that fits. Otherwise, I mean, I'm glad she experimented with changing the sound of that song. Okay, this really fits. That acoustic guitar is so warm sounding. Oh my god. That sounds like a nice guitar. Oh, this fits. I still think I like the fully produced version more though, but this is nice. There's such pretty harmonies that you can hear now that you couldn't in the original. I feel like the harmonies might be a little bit too loud, especially if they just copy pasted from the original and added it to the acoustic. I think there should have been a little bit of tweaking to fit this sound more. These acoustic versions of these really catchy songs off this album are making me think of Selena Gomez's acoustic cover of I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift. That's very specific. It just has that really acoustic guitar driven vibe and energy. Yeah, I still think the original is better. These vocals just don't suit this production. It's really close though. Maybe she should have just done a new take. It feels like very powerful, very layered vocals that are designed to fit in with a highly produced version, but then you strip it down to just acoustic guitar and it almost feels like she's really overcompensating for something that she doesn't need to. I really hope she did a different vocal take for this one because this could be so pretty and like longing and like forever and always piano version. Oh, it's so pretty, the piano. Her voice sounds so good. Oh my god, I'm so sad. Oh my god, the guitar. Okay, these vocals fit this so well. It's somehow sadder. Wow, they mixed this so well. Her voice really fits this one. I'm in so much pain right now. I look like I'm happy, but maybe I am, but I'm also sad. This is either a different vocal take or they switched up the effects on her voice to fit this production better. Wow, that reverb on her voice, oh my god. This is the best acoustic version. Wow, the dynamics are so nice. And it retains all of its catchiness. That bridge is so good with those angelic vocals. Okay, now that, I could really see an argument for how that acoustic version maybe even makes the song better. I do really love the original. I don't think I can pick a favorite, but that was a really enjoyable experience. I would understand why some people would prefer to listen to the acoustic version of Wish You Were Here. That one's just so good. That just fits. Like, it really just fits Avril, I feel like. Is it gonna be all acoustic-y to fit the vibe of this album, though? That's gonna make me sad because I want her to be, like, screaming this at me. Okay, good, it's not. It's electric guitars blazing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That tambourine, she's perfect. She's flawless. This is long overdue. I'd love to see her do this live. I feel like her voice could be louder in the mix, actually. Like, I want her, like, screaming in my face. Her voice has a lot of control in this. There's not, like, too much anger. Okay, now she's belting. She's killing it. Oh, key change. Wow, she handled that really well. I love those rock and roll drums. I mean, that's probably, like, exactly how the original is, but I still love it. Wow, she's growling at me now. What an ending. Okay, I must say, this is really out of place on this album. Sonically, this is a strange place to put this cover. However, this cover needed to happen. Also, unfortunately, this was one of my favorite song experiences on this album, and there's only like a couple left, I believe, so I feel like that's very telling. Unfortunately, a lot of the songwriting just didn't hit for me this time. Her vocal performance was really good as always, and I really appreciated the consistency of the acoustic guitars and this vibe that she was going for with the music, but a lot of those lyrics are like first draft lyrics, and I know she can do better. I mean, I'm glad there's a high point of Bad Reputation because it needed something to kind of pick you up, even if it doesn't fit. You know, I'm just gonna take what I can get. It's one of my favorite songs off of this album. Usually covers are not my favorite on Avril's albums because the originals are a lot better. I really hope this is like a popular opinion, that this is like maybe on the lower end on her album rankings. What do I care? I mean, you can roast me in the comments. I like to hear others' opinions, obviously. I hope she performs that live at her concerts. So now I guess it's just the Bimbo remix of What the Hell. I'm curious, what is that gonna be? It's really long. Oh my god, now we're doing this like 2010s techno pop. This doesn't fit either. The original is the best one. It's kind of fun. It's definitely a club song. It's appropriate for the time period. This is so strange. I'm bobbing my head, but this is a weird experience. It's both high energy and mellow at the same time. Yeah, I like the original What the Hell the best. I mean, she wrote it to satisfy her label. She was going for that pop punk vibe that she was known for, and it fit. It was exactly what the label wanted. I think it is a really good song, even if she doesn't like it. My favorites are 100% What the Hell, Wish You Were Here, and Smile. I feel like that's going to be unpopular amongst her fans because Smile and What the Hell were definitely pushed by her label to be on this album, but the songwriting just really kills me on the second half. Like, nothing is sticking out to me as any kind of depth, and I hate saying that because I just read what she said about the album, how she wanted to write these ballads about her divorce that had a lot of depth to them. I just don't understand where that is. However, I will give her that Wish You Were Here, she is showing what she's capable of when it comes to a pop ballad with a lot of meaning and desperation behind it. I wish there were more Wish You Were Here's on this album because my god, she really hit the nail on the head with that one. I feel like that's exactly what she was going for, trying to communicate with her audience. I feel like she should have done those songs with Martin and Shellback, those deep ballad cuts. She did What the Hell, Smile, and oh my god, wait, my favorite ones are my favorite ones are all with Martin and Shellback. Well, they can really bring out the best in a songwriter and in a vocalist and a musician. We've seen that time and time again. They are very adaptable, versatile producers. I don't know who this Wibbly person is. Derek Wibbly. Oh shit, that's her ex-husband. I think I see the problem. Wait, she was recording, hold on. She was recording an album about her divorce with the man she was divorcing from. I mean, that's a choice. And maybe these lyrics weren't deep because she was literally working on these with her ex-husband. Like, she couldn't be as honest because he was literally working on them with her. This album just, oh god, it had a lot of potential, but I think there were just some some mistakes made in its execution. I wish she would write some deep cuts with Martin and Shellback. I feel like they would bring out the best in her. She would get the results she wanted. I'm seeing a lot of critics are also saying the lyrics are, wow, really not conveying much depth, really not something that's gonna snag somebody who's not already a fan. I wouldn't say that What the Hell or Smile overshadow Wish You Were Here at all. In fact, once you read about her intentions behind this album, Wish You Were Here is like the most successfully made track on this album because I feel like it did everything she wanted to do. It's only one song out of 14 on the standard edition. So, okay, wow, one of the good reviews of it highlights its production. I agree with that. Neatly ties together the sounds of her last 3 records. It was so musically consistent. That's what makes me so sad the lyrics didn't turn out as effective. Yeah, what I would have done with this record is completely take out the ex-husband so she can have a completely unfiltered way of writing and producing. Maybe collaborate with Martin and Shellback for way more tracks. I do like that she's doing self-written ones and self-produced ones as well. I feel like that should be in there, but it should just be a mix of her doing her own stuff and also working with Martin and Shellback. Tell the label to go fuck itself because What the Hell and Smile don't make any sense, even though they are really good. And just lean into being really honest lyrically, like telling it exactly how it is. Man, Martin and Shellback pulled that out of her with Wish You Were Here. That's what's got me so beefy right now is like, I know that it was possible because they literally did it, but she was literally doing this with her ex-husband that she was writing this about. My mind is blown. I can't believe that's the choice either her or her label made. They set her up with that producer that was literally her ex-husband and said, okay, time to make an album about divorcing from him. In what world does that make sense? Well, that is my overall review of this album. Please let me know yours down below. If I have something wrong as far as the context of this album goes, please let me know. I'm not too well versed in her discography, obviously. I will have a new album reaction coming to her album that was released before this one, so keep an eye out for that. I am disappointed to say this is my least favorite one so far. It just really feels like a mess, and it's so unfortunate because it had potential. I really would love to hear your opinions though, like what do other people think of this, especially people who are huge fans of Avril. I really need to know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know any other requests you might have. I definitely want to tier rank all of Avril's music videos, and I want to do a career deep dive, figuring out exactly what was going on with her label because that sounds shady as hell, and I have a degree in music industry, so I have a lot of knowledge of how this stuff works, and I just want to really pick apart what happened and the control issues. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is right here, and if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is right here. I will see you all next week for another video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys. I know that we would run away to an island.